Okay, so what I'm getting ready to do now is I'm getting ready to do my third box fan blade swap. This is what is it? Air King 9723 box fan. It's the same one that Cartier Ed have. This is the very same one where I said I was going to leave the blade in there and just leave it regular, leave it in its original form. But I decided to make a third one. So I'm going to do it for the third time. Well, are you going to get another one after that to leave it like regular, like just to leave it in its regular original state? Nope, I'm not going to do that. I know Cartier is going to do something like that, but not me, because due to the amount of space I have in the studio, I'm sorry. I don't have any more room at all for no more fans. I am truly sorry about that. But that's another story, another video, and for another time. But we're going to get back to this video. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is the third time I'm going to do this. And let's go ahead and get started. One of the first things I'm going to do now is not unbox. I'm not going to unbox the blade yet, but take the screws off of the guard on the fan. So here we go.
NetCredit is here to say yes, even when other lenders won't. Apply online in minutes and get funds deposited the next business day or sooner. NetCredit. Credit to the people.
I'm Martha Stewart, and this is one of my new kittens. Of course, I want to give them the happiest, healthiest life possible, which is why I choose Pretty Litter. We love this litter because it's tough on odor and helps keep tabs on their health by changing color to show high, low, and typical pH levels. Pretty Litter is also low rust, and whether you're a new cat parent or a lifelong cat lover like me, this low maintenance litter is the game changer. Try it today. Go to prettylitter.com. If you're looking to sell your house and you want the convenience of a guaranteed cash offer, I'd be honored if you can give this a try. There are no banks, no closing costs, no expensive real estate commissions. Just go to eyeisd.com. eyeisd.com.
Plaintiff Janie Broom is suing her former friend because she claims as a result of the defendant's negligence, she was falsely arrested and her license was suspended.
What did you want to do? Say she was a crackhead and no, I did it. What did you want to do? She should have intervened while you were being interviewed and said, me. You ever heard of a saying, a right to remain silent?
She did.
She did remain silent. That's why you caught the case. Ma'am, she owes you no duty.
See if I can zoom you guys in a little bit closer. This is the first time that I took the guard off this fan since I bought it. I believe I bought it earlier this year. Yeah, earlier this year. First time I've done anything to it. This is the very first time. So here we go with the blade swap. It's going to look exactly like Cartier Ed. No, I'm not trying to mimic Cartier Ed. I'm not trying to copy or imitate him. I can't get that switch no more. If I could get that switch, I would have got it. The switch that went to the B2725 metal blade box fan that Lasco put out there. Now, I got two of them. But when I looked the third time, like I told you before, they was out of stock. Like, in other words, it's been discontinued. They don't make it no more. So, yes, it is going to look like his, but I can't help that. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to mimic him in any kind of way. I would never do that. But there's nothing I can do about it. I have to keep the original switch on there because they don't make that switch anymore. So I want everybody to understand that. All right, here we go.
I met the defendant in 92, early 92. I was 17 at the time, and we dated briefly. We got back together maybe 2 months after that. At that time, she told me
Little to no effort at all. Beautiful. came right off the shaft. That means that they oiled the shaft really good so that the blade can just slide right off of it. This blade is now going to go on the B2200, which is basically a rebranded version of the 3733 with the startup sound capacitor. I'm going to do that later on. I'll probably do a video of it, or I might not do a video of it. There you go.
She's partying all the time, not really want to be a mother or a wife. I'm just trying to maintain.
Anytime that you put that blade on the shaft, always put it on the smooth part of the shaft. Never put it on the flat part of the shaft. I had to learn that lesson the hard way with the other two I did, because it never stays on there tight enough, which is why you saw in the other videos I've done, if I rock the fan back and forth, that's to see if the blade is on the shaft like it's supposed to be, or is the blade going to slip. If it's going to slip, if it slips off that shaft, it's over, it's a wrap. That means that it's not tight. Always tighten the blade on the smooth part of the shaft. Cardio Ed, when you do your next 2 metal blade box fans, you said you had 2 more metal blades on the way. When you do those next ones, make sure you put the blade on the smooth part of the shaft. Never put it on the flat part of the shaft. Make sure you tighten it up on the smooth part of the shaft. That way it won't slide off. It won't slip. It'll be on there good and tight. Make sure you do that. All right. And here we go. All right, here is the blade. This is the original blade with the set screw in the front. Okay, on the shaft holder, the set screw is on the front. Original blade still in production, probably always will be, as long as they keep the high velocity fans in production, then this blade will stay in production. They will keep that in production, because you can even put this on the high velocity fans. That's the reason why they're keeping it in production. So there you go. All right, let's get started. Always use a flathead screwdriver when putting it on there. You see how the teeth is? You got it for the flathead, or if you have a smaller flathead, this right here, that one and that one's for the smaller, that one and that one's for the larger. Always use a flathead screwdriver. Never use a Phillips screwdriver. I had to learn that the hard way. You will screw up the teeth. And once you mess up this screw and it gets ate out, you're done. The blade is no good. Never do that. Always use a flathead screwdriver. I do apologize for saying the word screwed up. I meant to say mess up. You never want to mess up the screw. So just use a flathead screwdriver.
When you put in a request for service, it's like that.
We had a contractor out within 24 hours because he said, I didn't want you guys to go another day without heat.
As a contractor, they're so easy to deal with. They truly want me to do right by the numbers. Members pay low monthly rates with unlimited claims and 20.
I'm going to try to zoom you guys in as much as possible without it being out of the frame,
Increase your rate.
just so y'all can kind of see it. You should be able to see it.
I looked at Boy Online.
It's about the best I can do. Here we go.
First American has been a trusted name for decades and is highly rated by customers on major review sites.
They follow through on what they say they're going to do. So that's everything.
But with all the repairs that have come through First American, the plan has been paid for many times over.
And now you can lock in your low monthly rate. All plans include a no questions asked money back guarantee and flexible payment options, so you can never pay for covered repairs again.
Call 1-800-203-4294. That's 1-800-203-4294 to get your free no obligation quote. So call now.
Do you think a paternity test can help you correct child support? If you believe that child's are wrong, call 1-800-GREAT or visit us online at www.judgematterstv.com. And now, more Judge Matters Throwback. Plaintiff Rashawn Lockett claims after his divorce,
divorced the defendant for being unfaithful. A DNA test proved he wasn't the father of her oldest child.
You're suing her for child support today. How so?
Because in 96, when the divorce was final, she put the kids up in the children's home. And me and my mother went and got custody of the kids, and we took care of
Why
them.
did she say she was doing that?
Well, she said she didn't want the kids.
And that's not true.
Yeah, she put all the kids in the children's home.
Now, I have documentation from the courts that once we filed for divorce, I was in no physical or mental condition to take care of 3 kids and 9 children.
Wow, that spin down time is really good. Okay, so I have it on there good and tight. Once it's real tight and the screwdriver no longer turns the screw, that's it. Don't try to keep turning it and trying to get it tighter and tighter, because eventually what'll happen is that the flathead on the screwdriver will start to eat out the teeth, because you keep turning it around, turning and turning. The screw's not physically turning anymore. You don't want to eat out that screw. You don't want to mess it up. So don't do that. It's tight enough. That's tight as it's going to get on the smooth part of the shaft. Now we're going to test it out, see if it runs. If I'm rocking the fan back and forth, it's to make sure that the blade is on there tight and it's not slipping off. Okay? All right.
I didn't she get custody of the 3 kids in 99. Okay, so immediately after that,
Shit.
she goes and gets child support. And like I said, she wasn't paying me anything when I had that. So
Okay, so I did that to make sure that it was on tight, and it is on tight. That's one of the reasons why you didn't see it slip off the shaft. That's how you do it right the first time. Okay, let's check out the spin down time. Then we're going to put the guard on. We're going to do a final test, and it will be in operation for a while. Spin down time.
Specific order of $522 for 3 children.
And that included the one that wasn't his, right? So he did pay child support.
Okay, there you go. That's how you do it, Cartier head. Smooth part of the shaft. Screw it in with a flat head till it gets tight enough. Never overdo it. That'll mess up the teeth in the screw head. And then rock it back and forth to test it. Do just like I did. All the way up just like I did. Hold it like I did to make sure that the blade don't slip off. And once you know that for a fact that it's on there, then you put the cover back on, do a final test, and there you go. All right. And that's for anybody that want to do this. Okay, not just Cartier head, but it's for anybody who want to do this. All right. Now we're going to put the guard on, give it a final test, and it's going to be in operation for a while.
Which is her nothing but the best. Michon told us that his children with Emma are now 24 and 25. And he and his current wife also have 2 children, who are 2 and 7.
Do you know who to call if you're hurt in a car accident?
call the law brothers. Everybody knows that.
The law brothers are the #1 car accident.
Also, never over tighten the screws on the guard. If you over tighten it, it will eat through the guard, the plastic guard, and it could potentially make the original screw hole on the metal cabinet way bigger than it needs to be. I've learned that lesson the hard way, and it didn't turn out good at all. I had to try to find different screws. That's what happened with the first one I did. And thankfully, that didn't happen with the second one, but that happened with the very first one I did. So never do that. Get it tight enough, and that's it. But never over tighten it.
Sounds like you need to vaporize that gold. Dayquil Vapor Cool? It's Dayquil, also Master Fix Vapors. Dayquil Vapor Cool. The vaporizing daytime coffee making stuffy head allergen gate medicine.
Did you know sweat from stress is actually smellier than other kinds of sweat? That's why I use Secret Clinical Antiperspirant. It works on sweat from stress, heat, and activity. It provides 3 times stress sweat protection. Secret works. After my car accident, I wondered what my face was worth. So I called the Barnes firm.
I'm Rich Barnes. Is your accident case worth more than insurance offered? Call the Barnes firm now to find out. You might be surprised. Weeknights at 7 on CBS 8. Got a problem? Email us at workingforyou@cbs8.com.
A preliminary hearing for the man accused of entering a Linda Vista home and assaulting a sleeping 5-year-old girl. For the first time, we hear from the young victim in this case.
Time magazine names President-elect Donald Trump Person of the Year. His victory lap in New York. And some of its happy.
So make sure y'all can still see it. No, you can't. Now you can. All right.
Brother Champ Casey Clark wants to empower female athletes.
How to register for my free flag football camp.
It's
A preliminary hearing today for the man accused of breaking into a Linda Vista home and sexually assaulting a 5-year-old girl inside. It's our top story on the 4th. I'm Heather Myers.
I'm Carlos Chiquero. Alejandro Confessor has pleaded not guilty to several charges in court. We heard from that little girl from the first time, and we also want to read details about this.
CBS Shannon Andrew is inside today's hearing and joins us live now with an update. Shannon.
Yeah, Heather and Carlo, it was an emotional day in court. Not only do we learn that Confessor is also accused of breaking into another home near the victim, but as you mentioned, we heard from the young victim as well as her older sister who was sleeping next to her when this happened. A therapy dog was brought in to assist these girls as they testified, and at one point we had to take a break because the victim's older sister was too emotional to talk about what happened.
Now, I want to talk about this bad guy. How many bad guy things here did the bad guy say anything to you?
As the young victim and her sister were being questioned, Alejandro Confessor looked straight on with no expression. The victim, who was 5 at the time, said she woke up to a full
Okay. We got it back on. All the screws are in there. It's good enough. It's not going to come apart. Everything is perfect. So now we're going to do a final test on this machine, and then it's going to stay in operation. I'll turn it off again for the video. And once I end the video, I'm going to put it back on. So here we go. Final test.
This all happened in April of this year in Linda Vista. Confessor allegedly went into the home through an open garage.
Yeah, there's a camera tripod kit. So Jordan says, right? All right. For the video. I think y'all can see it good enough. All right, here we go.
Detectives testified they have evidence showing Confessor entered another home less than a half mile away and broke into a neighbor's car for the money.
Unfortunately, the blade is kind of out of balance. But that's to be expected. Lasco never makes nothing right. It's not terribly out of balance, but it is out of balance somewhat. It's just the way it is.
No, the victim, the young victim, she's 6 now. She was asked that, and she said she did not know who this person is. At this point, it appears as though this was simply a
It's shaking pretty badly on low, but it's not enough to make the fan fall over. It's not going to do that like a skinny 3733 because it's a wide cabinet, so it can pretty much withstand the shaking. It's not terribly bad, but it's noticeable.
So that is the picture that is being painted here, or at least that was being painted here today during the preliminary hearing. But we will learn more as this case moves to trial.
Again, I just wanted to make sure that the blade was on there tight. That was the reasoning for that, just to test it out, and the blade is on there tight. So everything was done right the first time. That's just to test it out to make sure it don't slip. That's why I did that. All right, spin down. Enjoy the spin down time. Once the video ends, then I'm going to put it back on so it can just be in operation for a while. It's got a beautiful spin down time. There you go, Cartier Head. Now you know how to do your other two, or however many more you do. I think you said something about you was going to get like 3 more of them. And you ordered like 2 blades. So you already got 2 plus another 3. That's 3, 4, 5 of them. Good Lord. Good gracious, boy. Wow. 5 of them. Goodness gracious. All right. We're going to have a lot of metal bladed ones. You said you got 2 more, so that'll give you 2, 1, let's see. You ordered 2 more, so that's 3 metal bladed ones. And I guess 1 plastic one, and then I guess you're going to put 1 away. I'm not sure how you're going to do that, but you said you ordered about 2 more blades. I don't know if it's 2 or 3. I have to go back and watch the video, but I know you're going to do a couple of more of these, and then you're just going to have 1, and you're going to treat it just like you do the P25. You're just going to break it out every now and then, or just put it away for keepsake, because you never know when Lasco's going to end the production of this. I hope they never end it. I hope they never end it. I hope they keep it going. Anyways, there you go. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I know it's super long. Rate, comment, subscribe, share, love, and like, and more fan videos to come soon. Lamont the Fan Man, and out.